All right, this is a topic that's sorely needed to be discussed. There is a right way to apply fragrances, and there's actually a couple wrong ways to apply fragrances. But by the end of this video, you're gonna know how to get the most of your fragrance and how to quit wasting it. Let's talk about it. All right, welcome to Just Breathe Fragrances, and today we're going to go over something that's definitely very needed, how to apply fragrances the right way, some tips to get the most out of your fragrances, and what not to do. There are actually two wrong ways to apply fragrances that are fairly common, and we're going to save those to the end. We will touch on those though. I'm going to show you how I apply fragrances as well, using my scent of the day, Mikalef's Gin Tonic. This is a beautiful, fresh, herbaceous, aromatic fragrance. It's got some mint in there. It's got the note of gin, so it's got this botanical sort of booziness. I'll be in the office today. This is a great office fragrance. It's not so boozy to where it smells like whiskey or something, and you'll end up getting written up by HR or something. But so the first tip I'm going to give you is to apply fragrance to your pulse points. I'm going to get the most obvious one out of the way. So your pulse points are anywhere that your veins are close to the surface, that might be getting a little hot or warm throughout the day. So your neck, right? Your wrists. So just one on both sides of your neck, and then one on both wrists. Okay, and so you might want to dab it. You do not rub it. The reason why is it bruises the molecules. In other words, it can actually affect the scent itself and change the scent. So you don't want to rub it because that damages the fragrance. So one behind both ears and one on both wrists. So tip number one, spray fragrance on your pulse points. All right, now tip number two is remember that fragrance is alcohol. And so anywhere you spray it on your skin could potentially age your skin prematurely. So I know a lot of people spray it on their chest, and some people spray it like that and mist it and walk into it, which is ridiculous. We'll talk about that more here in just a second. But if you spray it on your chest and your neck area, just know that over time that alcohol could dry your skin out. You get a lot of sun exposure there as well, so that could age you prematurely. So tip number two, remember that fragrance is alcohol and it could potentially dry your skin out, right? Now tip number three is spray a concentrated amount rather than spraying a thin amount. So if you notice, whenever I sprayed my wrists, I sprayed fairly close and I sprayed a concentrated amount, not a mist from way far away. And the reason why is because that's going to slow down the evaporation process, and it's going to help with the projection as well as the longevity. Now, one thing that you want to do, this is another tip, is you want to spray the back of your neck. I actually spray a couple sprays back there. That's going to create a nice sillage. Okay, so a scent trail for whenever you're walking from room to room or wherever you are. So that's why you spray the back of your neck, is so that you create that nice scent trail, that nice sillage behind you, okay? All right, so let's talk about spraying on skin versus spraying on clothing. So if you want your fragrance to last a little bit longer, then spray it on clothing. Your clothes will hold the fragrance longer. So also mind that fragrance travels up. So I spray two sprays right here, right, on both sides. And so I wear my clothes fairly tight to where they fit appropriately. They're not super baggy. So whenever I move this way, it actually touches my skin, and when I spray, it's getting on my skin, still mixing with my pH in my body. All right, so I do that so that it kind of evenly disperses in my area, right? Creates a little scent bowl around me. I've found that makes a difference in the longevity of my fragrance. Okay, so let's talk about what not to do. Don't spray a mist and then walk through it, okay? Because one, the majority of your fragrance is going to end up dispersed in the air or on the floor. It won't even get on you. So that's wasting your fragrance, just plain and simple. I've got plenty of fragrances to choose from. I can afford to waste a little bit if I wanted to, and I don't. But that is something that is just, it's a waste. It doesn't impact your fragrance at all. And it just kind of is wasteful and gets fragrance on the floor and in the air. It doesn't help you at all. All right, so that about does it for the how-to video on how to apply fragrances the right way and a couple things you want to avoid. Remember, if it's a lighter fragrance, maybe spray a little bit more. You know, if it's a more dense or heavy or strong fragrance, maybe just spray one spray on your wrist and then one behind each ear or on the back on your neck. That'd be more than fine with a very strong fragrance. Okay. Also, one thing you want to avoid is some of those fragrances have darker oils. Okay, so if your juice is a little bit darker and you're spraying on light clothes, just know that might ruin your clothing. So be mindful of that. All right. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. We are a growing channel. And remember, fragrance doesn't just smell good, it says something. So choose what smells right for you and just breathe. Thank you.